Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's vlog, I'm going to show you how I make my sumptuous okra soup. This is way I've known how to make it right from my father's house. So I get my fresh okra. Ensure you select your okra properly, the one that can easily break off, not the ones that are strong and rubbery. If you have a good okra, then you are good to go. If your okra is good, it's going to reduce amount of waste you're going to have, and your okra is not going to be hard when you're chewing or when you're eating your soup. You wash your okra very well, then you're going to cut it according to the shape and size you desire. Some people tend to blend some, while some don't blend at all. For me, I'm not blending. I'm going to cut them into medium sizes, not too large, not small at all, because I like to see my okra shapes very visible in the soup. So when I'm done cutting this, I'm going to start cooking my meat to get out my broth or meat stock. Inside this, you have different assorted meat. Then when it's done, I added my stockfish, added my crayfish. Crayfish improves the taste of soup, and crayfish also thickens it. Next is palm oil. This palm oil is super good. Just this little amount and everywhere is red. Guys, if you have a good palm oil, your soup is bound to taste great. So once in a while, give it a quick stir. They're cooking this. You've cooked this for about 5 to 6 minutes. This particular recipe, I will be using Ogbono. Yes, that's how I've known how to cook this. There are different ways you can cook your okra, but this is the way my mom cooks it right from my father's house. I get my okra, my Ogbono. Please ensure to wash your Ogbono. This Ogbono, they spread on mats and tables in the marketplaces. When you wash your Ogbono and see the amount of dirt that comes out, you'll be marveled. This black thing here is my Okpei. I added that, and next I added my pounded okra. This adding Okpei helps to improve the taste of this food. Okpei is a nice like call it seasoning. Igbos use it a lot for their soups, most especially. However, you have to be very careful with it, especially if you have soup that has color, so that it doesn't darken it. If you use so much of Okpei, it is bound to darken your soup, and you may not like that. So allow this to boil for another probably 5 to 8 minutes, and you can see it's already thickening, it's coming together, it's beginning to draw. I didn't add so much because I don't want it to be drawing so much as if you're eating Ogbono soup. So remember I said we are making okra soup. So I added more crayfish for seasoning, for taste, and for thickening. So guys, allow this to thicken properly until you're satisfied. So I season properly with salt, seasoning cubes. Nobody talks about how hard seasoning cubes are in this dry season. Breaking up seasoning has become a whole chore. However, you can decide to blend your seasoning and use spoons to measure it. Next is my pepper. I like to have a bit of spiciness in my okra soup because if it's not a bit spicy, it can make you feel nauseated or nauseous. So this is ready. Next, I'm adding my chopped okra. You can see the size of okra, how I cut it. This is how I like my okra, because once it's cooked, most times it tends to shrink. So I don't want it to shrink and diminish. I want to be seeing it very sizable. Next is my onions. There is no okra soup without onions for me. This is personal. I love to add a good amount of onions in my okra soup. All the okra I cut, I didn't use all, so added my veggies. I use ugu in particular. You can choose a veggie of choice, but I prefer to use ugu. At this point, the soup is ready. Combine these, turn off the heat. The hotness of the soup is very much enough to cook the vegetables. And remember, once you add your okra, do not cook for more than 2 to 3 minutes. Do not exceed 2 minutes is perfect, because the hotness of the soup will cook it. I dished out my food. I had apple at this time, so I decided to munch it with apple. In as much as some people believe that apple is stretchy and okra is stretchy as well, so it may not tally well. People believe that okra soup is best, or ogbono soup is best eaten with gari, because gari is more stable while the soup is drawing. This soup tasted really nice. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. See you in my next vlog.